I'm blinded by the light. Anyways, welcome back to SVK. Today we got a great show lined up here. And we actually have, as you saw in the ad, Affinity is in the house right now. We got Chef Zai, which is totally excited to bring him in here in a second. He's in the green room. And anyways, we're going to talk just briefly on this SVK daily show, only daily food saver show anywhere on this planet. Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Really early for Zai. Not super early, noonish in Pacific time. But anyways, we're bringing you constant information, content about the industry. We have 299 shows we're doing this year over 10 months. And we also do Influencer Fridays, which was this morning. But anyways, Zai, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd the picture go? Where'd he go? There he is. Anyways, Zai, you're in the kitchen. Here he goes, hey, Renson. Welcome to the show, Zai.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jay.
So let's talk a little bit about what you're going to do for us today.
We are going to do some low-labor, low-cost items to add to your menu over the holidays to assist with, that kind of national labor shortage, international from what I hear. And almost everything I'm using is Cisco branded here. And
wow.
Those Cisco branded products are provided by our clients at Affinity.
Perfect. Well, that's a bonus. You get a bonus award for that, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. So we're going to run this quick commercial. Then we're going to come back. We're going to get right into it, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back, folks.
Imagine both your front and back of house teams are so well trained that they're executing flawlessly. Your front of house is doubling your sales, boosting repeat business, and creating 5-star dining experiences, while your back of house is consistently preparing each dish to perfection, on time and to spec. Having a restaurant this dialed takes a unique training system. That's where Serve comes in. Serve means Study Restaurant Variety, and it is a powerful, mobile training system, custom-built to meet the needs of your restaurant. Serve will up-level your team's knowledge and skills, maximize your profits, and create experiences guests will rave about. Serve is the key to unlocking your restaurant's hidden potential, and will prove that the more your team is able to learn, the more your restaurant will earn. It's Serve, and it's a game changer. Ready to serve? Get started at servenow.com.
Here goes Zai. We're back, folks, on SVK. Zai, how did you like that commercial? It's a pretty cool commercial.
You know what? I actually liked your intro theme song a little better. It's kind of Beastie Boys meets some Zeppelin with a little electro over top. It was funky.
Yeah, we work on that. That's what we're going for, that vibe, right?
Wicked vibe. I love it.
There we go. Okay, awesome. Let's just over to you. Go right into it. Dive. Show us your magic.
For sure. So the first dish I'm going to make today is a crispy roast chicken with some mashed potatoes, a little bit of mushroom gravy, and some basic veg. Kind of the point behind that is, again, that really, really low labor. Lots of this stuff is value added to reduce your prep time. So I'm just going to get right into it. The first product is one of 2 or 3 non-branded items, but it's a Cardinal Safe Sous Vide half chicken. So they take the half chicken, season it, throw it in a bag, sous vide it. The first human person to touch it is going to be the end user.
What?
So I've trimmed, yeah. So it's all machine, safely packaged, vacuumed out, sous vide it. And then the end user, is the first person that's going to touch that. It's a rotisserie chicken, seasoned pretty lightly, some paprika, some onions, some garlic, a little salt and pepper. So I took the half chicken, quartered it. I trimmed off a little bit of the back from the thigh, and then some of the ribs off of the breast. I'm just going to throw these in the fryer for about 3 minutes.
That's it?
That's it. It's already fully cooked, Jay. I could eat this straight out of the bag if I really wanted to, but that would be a cold chicken.
It's for Sunday mornings.
That bubbling is going to subside in a little bit. I know it's a little loud.
Okay, that's good. We get in there.
There we are. So as that chicken's going to cook off, I've got some of your Cisco branded potato pearls. So that's a dehydrated potato. We're going to make mashed potatoes with it. I've used according to the package the amount of water and the amount of potato necessary. So I've just hydrated it. I'm going to give it a little stir to break up those potato pearls.
does it taste like? Does it taste a dusty flavor? Like
Oh, not at all. This is so Basic American Foods produces this for you guys.
yeah, no dust.
It tastes like potato, light seasoning, a little bit of butter.
Do you add butter in there? Did you add butter in there?
Nope, not yet. I've got actually a mix behind me here
Oh, really?
that has cream, butter, some parsley, some green onion, and then a little bit of Miner's concentrated roasted garlic.
Shut up. So Zai, while you poured that in there,
Oh, it's okay.
Is that normal to do that? Because I would just throw it in with the potatoes. You did that outside before you put in the potatoes. Is that a trick?
Well, no, because to reconstitute the potato mix, you're going to add hot water to it. So I like to let the mix reconstitute and then add in the additional liquid after. So I don't have like a really loose potato.
Makes sense.
And it's just going to take a little bit.
I would have thrown everything in there, but that makes sense what you just did.
But you can, so if I was in my restaurant, I could have my prep guy start this, walk away while it reconstitutes, and that's only about 5 minutes. Okay. And then he can come back in and add in the flavoring. You could also, if you had a steam table, just add the hot water to an insert, put the potato pearls on top, lid it, leave it in the steam table. It's going to hydrate in that steam table, and then you can just come back and add your flavoring after. So it's really, really easy. I can hear the chicken's almost done, so we're going to start getting this plate ready.
I should have timed you, dude, because you're literally making like a 3-minute meal.
Yeah, I'm really trying to help with that labor crunch that we're experiencing right now.
It's huge. It's huge.
And then this little pot, I've got in my right hand. I sauteed off a little bit of garlic and onion first. I added some chicken stock. I could also use water. And I've got your Cisco branded chicken gravy. I've got a little tag down there. But so the amazing thing about the Cisco branded gravy is I can add that powder to a hot liquid, or I can even add it to a cold liquid, and it's going to dissolve and create a thickened gravy, hot or cold. So I don't have to worry about my cooks bringing stuff up to a boil. To that hot, I'm going to add some sauteed mushrooms, a little bit of cream because I'm making a chicken gravy, and then the appropriate grammage of the Cisco gravy. And it's just going to take a little spin with my whisk. And then she's all done. I'm going to pull up my chicken.
I'm dying to look at this chicken. Because I'm hoping it has a little crispness, is what I'm envisioning here.
It has more than a little crispness, Jay.
Dude, this is awesome. Shut the front door.
Get right in close. You see that?
Yeah, I love it, dude.
If I could scrape my knife against it, like they do on the Instagram, can you hear that?
Yeah. Okay. No, you have to put it closer to your mic.
Oh, we gotta go this way. That's camera.
Here we go.
That's ASMR for the Instagram or the TikTok or whatever the kids are doing these days.
That was awesome.
I've also got your Cisco branded 4-way veg. This is the classic mom veg. This is the classic restaurant veg. Sauteed it with a little bit of butter and garlic. That's going to get a spoon on the plate.
Done.
And then we're going to ladle on a little bit of that mushroom gravy onto the mash back here.
That's it, eh?
That's it. A little bit of parsley garnish, the classic way. Wipe my rims or else I'd be a bad chef. And how fast was that?
Okay, just give me a second here. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. Now give me one of those dances, buddy.
We got robot. We got worm. And then we've got some tutting. This is all classic, 80s things. A little breakdancing back in the 80s.
Just wait. Thanks. I had to get that on my Instagram reel.
Oh, we can do a whole separate dance session, Jay. This is food focused today. If you really want to be dancing, you might have to bring some more bourbon.
That's what the Red Bull's doing, buddy. That's what the Red Bull's doing. And my cold and my Red Bull, both combining together. Anyways, so this is a great dish. You didn't even use a knife. I noticed there's no knives around.
The only I just trimmed off the backbone off of the thigh there, and then some of the ribs when I quartered the chicken. But that was it.
That was it. So really, you don't need anything. And then sous vide, it's all cooked for you already. And that sous vide's got to make it so tender. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So it's the doneness of a rotisserie chicken with like twice the moisture, because we cook it in the bag under sous vide. That moisture is not going to go anywhere. When you're doing it rotisserie, all that delicious juice and fat is dripping off into the flames. But sous vide, we're going to encapsulate all that. And in that sous vide bag, there's a little bit of those chicken jus and a little bit of the fat. That will really went right into my gravy with some water.
No way.
Yeah, so I'm harvesting everything out of that bag, not just the chicken. And the jus and the fats just adding to the gravy.
I love it, dude. I love it. Well, let's go to a quick commercial. Come back. We'll hit another one.
Awesome.
One more. You're nailing it, dude. You're nailing it. Give us a dance out here. Give us a dance out, buddy. Just wait. You got to turn up the music. Just wait. You like that music? We got to hear.
Yeah. Well, I was getting into a little bit of the hustle.
Just wait. We got a better song than that. We got to get better song. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait. Yeah. We'll be right back, folks.
I wanna see you running away. So
Oh, Zai, that was like the longest commercial ever. I
felt like it on this side too.
Delete that one. That one's gonna go. We're gonna delete that one. That was a long time. Anyways, Zai, welcome back to SVK. We're in the Affinity Kitchen, I call it. And what are we whipping up on the second thing here? What are we working on next?
So the last dish we did kind of the dinner section of the day part. For the next dish, we're gonna do breakfast brunch. This one I'm calling a Benny for Paula. My first head chef position was actually at a barbecue house, so I got really into Southern cuisine.
Serious?
And oh yeah, I was a pit master. My very first head chef, I was a pit master. And honestly, besides Asian food, Southern American was like the cuisine that I fell deeply and madly in love with. And how could you not? There's barbecue and fried chicken and cornbread and collard greens, just all heavenly stuff. So,
dude, you're a pit master as well.
As well, yeah. So I spent about 6 years in a pit, and I had a Southern Pride K series, and probably don't know what that is, but it's a giant cabinet smoker, dual doors. I probably could have fit 200 pork butts, 20 racks of beef ribs, 30 racks of pork ribs, maybe 20 briskets in there all at the same time. Gas powered, wood assisted. I smoked with cherry and apple. And
no way.
Pardon me?
That's incredible. Like, keep going. Yeah. I'm blown away, dude.
But we're talking about day part today. We can do another session all on barbecue in the South.
Oh, absolutely.
But let's get into Benny for Paula. So Paula Dean, love her. I really, really dug into her cookbooks to learn about Southern culture and Southern food. So we're gonna make buttermilk biscuits with country gravy, poached eggs, and braised kale. The braised kale is a little riff on braised collards or collard greens. It's winter in BC, so good luck with me finding collards, but kale is plentiful. I'm going to start with 2 of your Cisco branded buttermilk biscuits. I just shaved the top off light to give our poached eggs a nice little cushion to sit on. I'm going to get our second version of our Cisco chicken gravy. So the same thing, I sweated off some onions and garlic in the pan, added a little bit of that chicken jus I saved from the half chickens and some water. I've got the appropriate grammage of the powdered gravy. This one is going to get, I made a veal sausage. So it's got some paprika, some herbs, some spices. I browned it off. That's going to go in here too. We're going to give it a little bit more parsley and green onion. A little hint of cream. I'll whisk that all up, and she's going to set up real quick. So this is a cornstarch-based thickener. So it's actually a gluten-free gravy as well.
So it's gluten-free?
Yeah, and I know for a fact your Cisco brown gravy is vegetarian and gluten-free. That's our gravy done. I'm going to just reach back here and grab our braised kale. So I got some thick cut double smoke, and I made some really wide lardons with it. And lardon is just a fancy, a little thumb-sized stick. I'm going to put some of that braised kale and bacon right on the biscuits. And this is just going to give you a really unique take on a brunch item. It's going to set you apart from almost everybody else. And with the addition of that ground veal, you're elevating the plate without elevating the cost. Because right now, I believe ground veal is really, really close, if not slightly cheaper than ground beef. Back in for some of that gravy.
What's your favorite gravy? What's your favorite kind of
favorite gravy?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I could eat demi-glace straight out of a cup with a spoon.
Okay.
But if we're talking like Cisco branded gravies, I like the turkey and the chicken. But again, that's my kind of Southern chef upbringing.
Okay.
But that brown gravy, like I said, it's gluten-free, it's vegetarian. You could pass it off as beef. No one's going to know the difference. Or you can sell it to your vegetarians. So I think it's multifaceted. So I'm just going to split this egg, get a little bit of that yolk.
Did you let the egg yolk drip?
Trying to. Okay. I'm doing that really for show purposes. Everybody likes to see that runny egg there. And you know what? I'm going to get a little bit of that gravy and sausage on there.
I love it, dude.
So here, I can't tilt this as much as I want to, or else that gravy's going to spill all over my floor. But Cisco branded gravies, some braised kale, that thick cut bacon, 2 poached eggs, country gravy. If you really wanted to go full out, hit those eggs with a little hollandaise with maybe some extra Tabasco, maybe a drop or 2 of liquid smoke, and we could go full Southern, and people would be happy with that breakfast. I know I would.
That's beautiful, dude. Killed it, man. You killed it.
Thanks, Jay. Really happy to be here.
No, thank you again for all the work and all the great things. Can you put the other dish up beside it?
I can do.
Or did it find legs and find a belly?
No, the belly is just standing across from me right now. He's got his fork and knife in hand. And this stuff is, I mean, we're right at lunchtime here in BC. So this is exactly past 10 minutes after we're done.
What a great thing to have for lunch, eh?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Well, thank you again. And thank you, Affinity, and all the great stuff you guys do for us. We love you to death. And folks, these are amazing products. And guess what? We're done for the week. And we're back on Tuesday. Monday, we have no shows Monday. Surprisingly, we're taking a day off. Tuesday, we were back. We have a crazy week next week of shows. We get some amazing stuff. Even got some restaurant side hustles that we're going to talk about next week as well. So awesome stuff coming up. Yeah, we all need a side hustle nowadays.
Right?
So we're back again Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern time on all social channels out there for Cisco. And once again, Zai, thank you again for these amazing ideas and all the hard work you put in today.
My pleasure, Jay.
Awesome. To everyone else, have a great rest of your day and a great weekend ahead. Cheers.